Okay, so we're going to do a section view through a chimney stack through a roof. Right, so I'm going to just start it. I'm going to guess pitch of this angle is 30 degrees just to make my life a little bit easier. I'm doing a scale of 1:10 as well, just to make life a little bit easier for me. I'm going to start with my rafters. So they're 150 by 50 rafters. As you can see, I'm just guessing, putting that somewhere in the middle of the page. It's going to hopefully work out okay. And then I'm going to put my timbers, or my actual chimney stack, anywhere at all that suits me. So blockwork 100 mm. The total width of it is going to be 500 mm. And then your flue liners themselves are usually just short of 200 millimeters. So there's that. So a little bit messy around here, but I'll sort that out in a minute. Concrete blocks, I'm just going to follow the drawing I kind of have in front of me. Doesn't matter where your block work is or not. I'm just going to put them here for easiness sake. So just block work, nothing too complicated. Your blocks are 440 by 220. There's 10 millimeters in the middle of each one for your mortar mix. Right, so there's my block work running up on either side of the chimney. This is obviously in a house, so it's not going to be need plaster or anything. And what way the question is actually asked. The flue liners, I'm just going to start flue liner down here in the very bottom. Flue liners are 400 height, 420 depending on which ones. So So just because my flue liner, because I started it anywhere at all, it's going to be going across here. So I'm going to go up an extra block or two on the outside. I'll do that in a second once I get my flue liners finished. So I'm just finished off the flue liners. They come up 2 mil. side. These are all going to cross 2 mil. Making the same on both sides. So let's just give this a little bit more detail. So there's my flue liner is going to hold up. I'm going to put an extra block or two on this now that I know my height. I'm going to put my chimney cap up here. Now, your chimney cap, every manufacturer is going to have their own ones if you want granite ones or whatever you want. They all will have to have an overhang. I'm going to give mine an overhang of 60 mil. They're all going to have their own height on it. Just lightly for a second first. They're going to have their own height. I'm going to give mine again another 60 mil. I'm going into 100 at the center. Don't forget, we have a little drip here to stop our water coming down. Yeah, and they protrude your chimney caps whatever way they want to protrude. So that's my block work kind of done. We'll add in lead and all that jazz now in a second. So, should be a bit clearer. Now, so to stop moisture penetrating from the top the whole way down, we are going to have our metal DPC tray. So, first of all, where are we going to have? We're going to have one DPC tray here, and it goes the whole way in, and what it does basically is it catches the water from the roof coming down. And I'm going to have both of them at the same level. So even though this one is slightly, excuse me, You know, this one's slightly in the wall there. I'll put it in and we're going to have it coming up the inside. Now the plaster's going to plaster over that, so I don't need to worry about too much. The next thing I'm going to have to worry about is the rain is going to fall down here. It is going to come into a gully at this point, and then it's going to be taken forward or backwards into the drawing. So the handiest thing is to put in my gully trap. So that's only 20mm timber. We're going to have that nailed onto a bit of 2x1. So that's just 2x1 batten onto a bit of timber, and that's going to form my gully trap that is going to take the water around the back of the thing. We're going to have a tilting piece of timber here. So all this tilting piece is to do is to let the roof tiles that this question has, they're going to just sit on top of this. Roof tiles are on battens that are 50 by 35, so I need to make sure this only goes up 35mm, which is to that point there. So this is my point at which my roofing tiles are going to sit. I'm just going to draw it in lightly for the moment. So this question has tiles on it. The tiles are 420 tiles, 42mm. I want this tile to be coming down. I want the tile to be ending around right here. So going back 420. Point will give me my end point of my tile. Yeah, so that's my end point of my tile. So it's going to be catching in around my timber batten, which is 50 by 35, like I've already said. So there's my 50mm. So let's draw my batten first. And I'm only going to do 2 battens realistically, so if I can do one more. So them battens are spaced the exact same width as your tile that's going to be sitting on top of it. Your tile is going to come down here 2mm, up there 2mm. And up here 2mm. So, I've already just measured where my start point is. Tiles are 420 by 20. Yeah. And my tiles, they're going to overlap, so the end of the tile is sitting here. And my next tile is going to sit here, and with the same angle, so I'm just going to use sliding set squares to put them back. Just so everyone knows they're going off into the distance. I'll put a break line up there later on. the other couple of little things, I am going to have an end batten here to support it. This is same size as my timber rafter, which are 150 by 50. So that's timber work up this side is all pretty much done. I have a bit of lead to put in here, but I'll come back and do both lead bits in a minute. Yeah, so I might as well, when I'm doing tiles, continue the tiles on. So this is my mark for my battens. I'm going to start my first batten back here just a tad. Battens 50 by 35. I'm going to do 2 down here because it's just a detail. And so I'm going to start at the bottom batten because you can see like the rain has to sit on each other batten the whole way along. I'm just going to be a bit lazy and take my measurements from up here. First tile this way. And so that's 2 millimeters because it says it's 420 by 20 tile.